Listen, you have folks, or you're gonna have folks, or whoever this message is for, that is going to say that you changed and you acting different and you a new person and blah 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 blah. Like, duh. Your old self have to die to make room for the new self. You got rid of the clutter to make space for the new. You got rid of the trash to bring in the new. You can't be your old self. It's nothing about you that you're not the same. You're not who you was 5 years ago, 10 years ago, a year ago, 2 years ago. We're here to change and grow on earth. People be so upset because they've been stagnant for years and years and years, doing the same shit for years and years and years, living the same way for years and years and years, entertaining the same bullshit for years and years and years, allowing the same bullshit for years and years and years, that when you decide that you want to take control over your life and change things up because you don't actually like yourself, you know that you could be a better self. You want to become that better self. So you decide to change, which means you're going to have to get rid of things. And now that you have gotten rid of some things, you look like a brand new person. And folks, they just want to talk about how you changed and you think you better than this and you better than that. And I remember when you was this, and this. Everybody want to act like they knew you. They had a connection to you. They was in a relationship with you. You got people coming out the woodworks talking about, yeah, I used to date him. Yeah, I used to date her. Yeah, she was on me. He was on me. Like, bitch, shut up. That was in 2000. Literally, you got folks talking about you and you ain't seen them or talked to them, had a conversation with them since 2000. Like, baby, it's 2025. That was 25 years ago. You really think I ain't supposed to change? You really think 25 years from now I ain't changed? It's your fucking retarded, girl. The thing is, people be knowing who you is. They seen your potential before you even seen it. So they know better. They know fucking better. They know, or do they not know? Maybe they just ignorant. Maybe they don't fucking know. Who knows? But I know they need to shut up because they out here, they trying to tarnish your name. They trying to make it seem like you just switched up and changed on them on some weird shit. But what you did was you upgraded your life. You got serious with your life. You took control over your life. You got tired of doing the same thing. You seen the pattern. You was like, I got to be the one to change things around. Folks is mad because you decided to make a change. And everyone knows when you surrender to God and you say, Lord, help me. Lord, I'm sorry. Lord, let me be doing what you need me to do, God. I don't want to do what I want to do no more. Lord, lead me and guide me along the way. Baby, when you make that commitment to God, when you surrender to God, when you make that vow to God, baby, expect these people to be thinking that you really changed, because you know when God come through, this just came into my spirit. The thing is, when God come through, you be glowing, you be popping, you be looking so refreshed, you having a good time, because real ones know God don't want you hidden for life. He wants you to go out and show them who you are, how you change, who you have become. So now that you're like popping back out as this queen or as this king, and you got that God glow to you, it's the old friends that you really ain't dealing with no more. They was part of the trash crew that had to get out. They see that you glowing. They see that you having a ball. They see that you traveling, whatever you're doing. And they just feel left out. They wish that they had a piece of that. They wish that they were still included in that. But baby, we had to take the trash out. Maybe you shouldn't have been part of the trash. Why you was dibbling and dabbling in the trash? Folks is mad because they was on some raccoon possum shit, digging and dumping through the trash on some rat sneaky shit. And they ass got put in a dumpster too. That's where you belong. Well, that's where you want to belong. So that's where you're going to stay, because that's where you belong. If that's where you want to be, that's where you're going to be. If you want to change, you will change. But folks ain't want to change. You feel me? These could be folks, they was just talking a good one. Oh, yeah, we going to do this. Oh, yeah, I want to do this. Da, 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 da. You got tired of just talking to folks. You noticed that folks was just all talk. You said, I need to put some in it. And you really put some in it. And it shocked motherfuckers, because the way that you turned out, you're a whole new person. They don't understand that when God gets done with you, anybody that goes to God, anybody that goes to Jesus and asks him to forgive us of our sins Ask God to guide us. Ask God to help us understand our purpose and what it is that he blessed us with, the gifts and talents that he wants us to use to provide on earth, to be fruitful and multiply. When you actually get serious with that conversation, baby, the way that you come out, they don't understand that God really will restore your heart. You won't be bitter. You won't even be mad about what they did to you, how they crossed you, why they was even in the trash in the first place. You won't even be affected or mad about that because you simply get more wisdom, right? You become knowledgeable because you start to do the research on it. Knowledge is something you can easily learn. People don't want to learn knowledge, but you started looking up things so that you could be knowledgeable on things, which is why God blessed you with wisdom. Wisdom comes from the Holy Spirit. Which is why you could be old as fuck and still stupid. Which is why someone that is 8 years old could be way more wiser than a 60-year-old because wisdom comes from the Holy Spirit. Knowledge is time. Okay, you could learn something by putting in time. You're knowledgeable in that career because you went to school and you learned a course and you put in that time. You're knowledgeable about these things because you read the Bible, you did your research on it. But wisdom comes from God. And you don't have to be putting in time for wisdom. God, it's some wise folks. They 7 years old. They ain't putting as much time. And this is why older folks sometimes be bothered and pressed if you're young and wise. Because you could be very wise in your 20s. And you got older folks hating and mad at you because they've been through way worse than you. And they still ain't wise. Because folks ain't even knowledgeable. That's the thing. Y'all been through so much. But you ain't peep what God was trying to teach you or show you through the process. So that's why you're not even knowledgeable on that. You know, you need to become knowledgeable in different categories and different positions. You know, everybody ain't just blessed with wisdom now. Don't let nobody lie to you. Don't let nobody lie to you. But everybody can get some knowledge. Everybody can learn something. Okay, it's a difference. All right, so you got these folks who wasn't expecting this. They wasn't expecting your transformation. They not even educated on this. They not even knowledgeable on the Bible, on how God can transform you, on how you got to leave your old self to become your new self, how you can't hang with the same folks that was persuading you and leading you into darkness. You done broke free out of hell. Why? You can't go back. You won't even want to go back. You won't, you'll be so cautious of the people that you bringing around you, about the energy that you're sharing with people. You don't want to go back to hell. Anybody that has went through hell to make it to heaven know good and well they don't want to go back. You do not want to go back because making it to heaven, it feels like you in hell. You don't want to go back to hell. So you already crossed over from there and folks are still in hell. Talking shit about how you changed and you different. Talking shit about how they used to date you. Talking shit about how they used to know you, how y'all was friends and this, and this happened. They talking about the old you because they don't have no access to the new you. And that's just really, 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 really what it is. It sounds cliche, but baby, it's the truth. It's literally the truth. You got folks that's talking about you, the old you, who they once knew because they don't know this new you. They don't know you at all. This is why they're saying that you changed. This is why they say you acting different. People, they don't understand this. They're not knowledgeable in this. They damn sure ain't wise because if they was wise, they would have followed your footsteps. They would have followed what you were doing. They would have been like, you know what? Let me lock in with my friend so that we both can change to be better. You was the only one that was serious. And God could have removed you out of this whole group around all these people because you were the only one that was serious. And now folks in that group got the nerve to be talking about you to other people, just chomping their gums about how you done changed. Yes, baby, I changed. I cannot be my same old self if I'm trying to be new. It don't work like that. I got to let my old self die to become new, to be born again. Get educated on it, baby. Get educated on spiritual growth, please, baby. I cannot be my old self if I want to grow up. You can't be attached to toxic love, a karmic partner for the rest of your life, but you fantasizing about romantic gestures and a romantic lifestyle and a white picket fence and a man that loves and cares about you, but you entertaining motherfuckers that don't even want to be in commitment with you. But you're entertaining people that don't even treasure you or see you as the queen or the king that you are. You will never get that happy ending. You got to get rid of that old type that you have. You have a type. And that type ain't been doing you right. Ain't been doing you right when you get older in Christ, older in God, right? Not older in age, but older in God. You will learn your type is going to change. You're not even going to be attracted to who you used to be attracted to. So why would people expect you to be in the same type of friendships and connections? Why would people think that you could still fellowship with the same type of folks? You're not even attracted to the same type of men, or you're not even attracted to the same type of women. For my masculines listening to me, why would friends or family expect you to not change when it comes to who you want to socialize with, who you can go out and party with, who you can hang out with, who you want to invite to your house, or you go to their house, spend the night? Why would they not think that you're going to change when it comes to that? Of course you changed. You had to. You had no choice. You didn't even have control over it. To be honest, it was all God. God come in and he do what he needs to do. You come out and you a whole different person. It be God, But forget them. Because we already know what it really boils down to is they wish that they was you. They wish that they would have had the strength to overcome that fear of being settled, or feeling like they can't cut people out of their life because they feel like they might need them. So honestly, they wish that they had your strength. They wish that they wasn't fearful like you was. They wish that they didn't believe in fear, because you don't believe in fear, or you give it off like you don't. You give it off like you're not fearful. You can be scared, but you still take the risk. That's the difference. You were scared. You knew that God was going to shed you away from family members. You knew that God was going to shed you away from friends. You knew that God was going to shed you away from your specific type. The men that you choose, the woman that you choose, or why you even chose them. Some of you were just after lust. You were very lustful. You were attracted to them, but you ain't really like them. Because you didn't really know them. And then when you got to know them, you notice that you ain't like them. And why you think y'all arguing and fighting all the time? Why you think this person don't want to commit to you? Because y'all don't really like each other. You was attracted to them. You was lustful over them. It was something to do when it ain't nothing to do. That's for a couple of y'all. Let's be real. Some of y'all just wanted attention. Some of you was fighting through codependency issues, so you just needed to be dependent on someone else's energy. Let's be real here. Let's be real. So all that got to change. God got to get rid of that. God got to get rid of that. God got to restore your heart, because some of you was broken down so bad by your exes. Some of you was broken down so bad by people that you wasn't even in a relationship with. How dare you? How dare you? So God had to come in and clear your mind on that, on change your mind on men, change your mind on women, change your mind on love. Because people out here saying, I love you, and then they doing you dirty. So now you thinking that love is supposed to hurt. Now you thinking that love is pain. Now you thinking that love is conditional. No, baby, that wasn't love. Baby, you was mistaken. There's a thin line between love and hate, but it's a big difference. And what I said in my last video, it's a thin line between lust and love, but there's a big difference. There's a big difference. The Bible said Satan is able to come in to people's mind and play as an angel of light. But there's still a big difference, because he ain't a true angel. So it still will be a difference. It might be a thin line, but baby, there's a difference. When someone of God come into your energy and someone that is sent by Satan, there's a difference. There is a difference. It might be very, very thin. And you might got to put your binoculars on to pay attention and find what it is. But baby, if you got your eyes open and you got your eyes sharp and ready to look, to see, to examine, to discern properly, you'll be able to tell. You'll be able to tell. We be fucked up off that lust, huh? Thinking that is love. Baby, you ain't in love. Love don't hurt. Love is kind. Love is compassionate. Love is understanding. Love is patient. You wasn't in love. That man wasn't patient with you. That man wasn't understanding of you and your feelings. That man was not a provider. He don't look at her like, I need to provide for my woman. That wasn't love, bitch. That was hate. He hated you. He made you go out and work extra hard. Extra hard. A woman should work. But he made your ass work. It felt like you ain't even had no support from that man, and you talking about love. He left you for dead, ho. You done had a baby by this man. He done left. And you talking about you loved him. Come on, man. It's a thin line between love and lust. And if you're not ready to take accountability for what you did and how you allowed certain people to play with you, you're going to always think that it was love when it's really lust. And these are the same folks that hate love. These are the same folks that's closed off to love. And guess what? These are the same folks that's closed off to God, because God is love. God is love. God is love. I'll catch you on my next video. Bye.